Yo, what's good? It's NippLife. Hey, let's talk about, first of all, welcome. Subscribe, like, share, and all that other good shit. My name is NippLife, hip-hop historian. King of the one-take freestyle off the top, baby. It's hip-hop shit, man. I mean, when you get older, you kind of, you go back to kind of, how you got to this point, man. I mean, the average person not the average person, but I think like when it first started, there was crews and, people was doing their thing. 77 was a dope ass year for hip hop because you had the blackout. I mean, there was so much shit going on, man. You had the blackout, you had Son of Sam, you had the city was broke. It was just a bunch of wild shit jumping off, man. So that's why, like, hip hop saved us, man. I'm telling you, real talk, man. Who knows where we would have been? This shit would have been crazy. But when I look back at my hip hop DNA, it just all makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm still, like, just doing my shit, man. So I'm born in New York, and 64, man, it was a beautiful fucking year. So I'm seeing, this is in the They Call Me Lou documentary, but I'm gonna be real brief. So I got the James Brown thing happens. Well, no, before that, let's jump to it's just distracting. I mean, it's dope, but it's distracting me. You know what I'm saying? So let's jump to the Salisbury. This had to be like, pause, I'm gonna find out the exact, it had to be 72. The song comes out. I Can Understand It. Boom. So from that song, there was like the precursor to being a b-boy and breakdancing was, and this is my story. So James Brown did the splits and all that shit and touched the ground and all that. So that was one of the things, the split, boom. Then it just kept going, and in 72, I remember this dance we used to call it Get Down. So it was just this, boom. You would just, damn, I'm too old. I mean, I could do it, but you just get down. So that was 70, 72, off of this song called I Can Understand It by the New Birth. It was two versions. Google it. Was Bobby Womack, I Can Understand It, and New Birth. The New Birth, I Can Understand It. So that was the first part of my not knowing that was going to be a part of hip hop, right? All along. So now those songs had breaks in it. You know what I mean? It was just a part where you got down. You just got down. You did your shit. You got on that dance, and everybody worked out. That was, you just rocked basically. So hold on, let me get this. Nah, God, fuck it. So I was doing that shit. Now, the song by Dennis Scorpio comes out. So it had the break in it. Google it. Boom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 boom, right? Boom. So everybody was just trying to learn this break, man. You were banging on the desk, dude. Not too many kids and not too many people in my class because we were younger, but like my sister's age and all that. And one day I mastered it, banging that shit on the mailbox. So the older kids was really tripping on that shit. There's a whole episode on that, how breakbeat got me respect or some shit like that. So, boom. Now, here we go again. Scorpio, breakbeat. So now, Back up, we got James Brown, 1967, 68. I'm 4. I get on stage with James Brown. Boom, my idol. So I'm rocking out, dancing, um, dope shit. So now this is all my DNA. So I got the curse of the b-boy, boom. I'm writing graffiti in 1970. I started writing graffiti. Grew up in Tab Project, so we writing graffiti. Joined the gang. All of this shit, is my shit. I'm learning as a kid how to fucking play the record player. Boom. So that jumps off. So now, fast forward to all of this, we moved from Harlem to the Bronx. Now, when we moved to the Bronx, across the street from me is this drummer. So now I'm already, from a kid, fascinated with the drums and pots and pans. If you go to the They Call Me Lou documentary, that episode, Pots and Pans, boom, it'll make sense. So I'm tripping, like, damn, there's a drummer, right? So my oldest friend, the first family I meet is the Ramos family. They lived up the block. And me and my homie Greg, that's my oldest friend to this day. So finally, the drummer, finally his name is Pumpkin. Now still hip hop and all of this is 74. Still, it's parties and you hear block parties and you hear people on the mic, not rapping, but you just hear shit. There was a very important DJ in New York called Frankie Cocker. They used to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? People used to get mad, but he was just to talk, not rhyme, but just talk shit, sometime rhyme. So all of this is going on. Now, fast forward, I moved to Baychester. Now it's around 76. Now, more and more songs are coming out, hip hop, you hearing all of this shit. So now, the drummer, Pumpkin, he is known as basically probably one of the best first hip hop drummers. You know what I mean? Google him, Arrow, man. Dope. Greg, the first family I met, ended up being DJ Greg Ski. Fast forward to the 80s, he's the person that introduced me to Kool Herc and became my DJ. So now, we moved to from 223rd Street in the Bronx to Baychester Avenue. I start going, first I go to Olaville, then I start going to Sousa. Boom, real brief. Dope. So now, more and more break beats are coming out. Boom, Dance to the Drummer's Beat. All of this shit's coming out. Now, 77, I become an MC. Bam. Right? Junior high school. The summer of 77, the T Connection was the first. I had went to jams. Our first jam I saw was, let me back up. I'm in school. It was like 2 weeks or the last week of junior high school. And people came, they jam and breakout is in the back of 111. Now, Sousa was right here and was the junior high school, and 111 was the elementary school right next door. Boom. So the first time I'm really seeing this shit. So we all go back there and they got the speakers and this DJing and I'm hearing James Brown beats and I'm like, oh shit, this is some shit and this cat's flowing and rapping and shouting out and all of this shit. And this is my first seeing a DJ with an MC, and it was Breakout, and it was KK Rockwell. You know what I'm saying? So this is 1977. Breakout's testing out his equipment. Boom. So now we graduate. Summer comes, and the homie Glenn Hendricks like, yo, the T Connection is free on Sundays in the summer. So he was like, we're gonna go. So I'm like, damn, yo, this is a club and shit. My first time. So I'm telling my pops, he's like, yo, the shit said the club open at 8 or 9. He's like, yo, be home at 10, some wildness. So this here is what I chased. So we go, man. And I try to get in. I'm real short, man. So the dude at the door, the owner, man who ran the club, shout out, rest in peace, Richie T, basically said, man, I can't let you go up there. I got too much liquor up there. Look, he's tripping. Everybody's looking at me. I was real short. So I'm like begging. He's like, nah. So me and my homeboys looking at me like, yo, yeah, you know, so I'm begging him, and finally he's like, all right, I'm gonna let you up. I don't want to catch you drinking. I'm like, no problem. Boom. So soon as I went in, I went straight to the bar. Niggas, you know how shit is. And I ordered a Heineken. Now I'm 13, so soon as I got ready to pick the Heineken up, a hand out of nowhere just came, and it was Richie T. And he was like, yo, didn't I tell you? And I'm like, yo. And he was like, I shouldn't. And I'm like, you know, he was like, I should throw you out. And I'm like, nah. And I didn't drink again in the tea until I was like, I didn't even sneak one until I was like 16. But that was a dope interaction with him because he remembered he was days where he was at the door. I didn't even have to pay. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. So, but what got me when I got in there, I'm hearing Apache, I'm hearing Dance to the Drummer's Beat for the first time, and then there's this girl, yo. Shh. Now, we were wearing Lees back then. We weren't wearing Levi's. So she had the Lees, but she had cut them to shorts, man. And she was, oh man, she was like perfect right under me. We both short. We danced all night. The dance was free. And yo, it was just dope. So that was my shit. I needed to find this girl. So every time I heard it was a party, I'm trying to, so that DNA of me dancing, graffiti, the James Brown, the first Jam, all of that, you 13, you know, you got puberty, you got interest girls. So I got girls, music, drum, music, beats, break, man. Come on, man. And then I'm a musician. So I just kept evolving with like music, you know what I'm saying? And then here we are, you know what I'm saying? NippLife doing this shit, B. So it's hip hop, it's me, you know what I'm saying? It's just dope, man. It's down for my legacy, my grandkids, man. Could eat off of it, you know what I'm saying? So keep creating, keep living, and keep doing your dream. And the dopest thing about getting older is wisdom. Shit just clicks the fucking peace.